All right, what is up, everybody? Those of you who joined us earlier today for Floyd Mayweather against Don Moore, welcome back. And for those of you who just came for the main event tonight, welcome to Fight Hype Live, ringside in Arizona, in Glendale, where the Phoenix Coyotes play for David Benavidez, trying to become, on paper, a three-time WBC super middleweight champion, although tonight it's an interim title up for grabs, not the full-fledged WBC title. But Benavidez and Lemieux already in the ring. Benavidez coming in to some narco corridos, I believe it's called, getting a big ovation from his hometown crowd in Arizona. And David Lemieux coming out to the oldies tonight, coming out to the oldies song, That's Life, for what may very well be his last hurrah at this level. Lots of red flags waving in the audience, as you can hear in the background. A big ovation for the hometown fighter, David Benavidez. Again, Benavidez, the youngest super middleweight champion in boxing history, but was stripped of the title first for failing a test for cocaine, then became the champion again, but stripped again for not being able to make weight. So Benavidez, some people think, is too big for the division, but he came in almost 2 full pounds below the full weight limit at 166.5 pounds. So let's see how it goes tonight against a guy. And David Lemieux's got a very dangerous left hook, but has maybe seen better days and is fighting 8 pounds out of his real weight class. Jimmy Lennon now ready to set to give his famous It's Showtime introductions. Let me check out what everyone's talking about early on in the chat. Sponsored by DraftKings and Geico. So, for this bout, personal feelings on the fight is that Benavidez should be able to win this fight in about 6 rounds. And if he's fighting smart, his jab alone should be too much for Lemieux to get past, to get in range, to throw and land that big left hook. Again, should just look at the game plan. Gennady Golovkin and Billy Joe Saunders, come to think of it, both dominated Lemieux behind their jabs. They were smart enough not to stay in range and exchange with this guy to give him a chance to get the big left hook off. All night, Golovkin and Saunders, with their length and jab, kept him on the outside all night behind their jabs. Benavidez has just as good a jab as both of them. I think he's got one of the best jabs in boxing, and he's even bigger than both of them. Punches a lot harder than Saunders, is a lot better super middleweight than Saunders, and is a bigger, younger, fresher guy than even Golovkin was when he when he dominated Lemieux. So I don't see any reason why Benavidez doesn't dominate behind his jab tonight. AKA Death Machine says, sheesh, Drake is down bad. You know, me being Drake Bell, you know, Hollywood stars, when they get washed up, some will become drug addicts and wind up in prison. So technically, if I was Drake Bell, it gets a lot worse than calling fights ringside for David Benavidez. So, but I still would get your point. Lemieux getting introduced now. Never was a shredded guy, even at 160. Always had a little bit of a pudgy look to him, even though he was a muscular guy. Never a gut, but always had a pudgy look to him, and that's what the look he has tonight at 166.5. Benavidez in Mexico colors. Green waistband with red font and a sequins red trunks. Of course, in reference to the red flag, his nickname. The last time here on Fight Hype Live, when we called David's fight, it was a very dominant decision, or excuse me, TKO over Kyron Davis against Romero Angulo and also Ronald Ellis. These guys, after a few short rounds, shell up and don't look to open up against Benavidez, who throws so many punches per round behind that terrific jab he has, and the combinations come along more and more as the fight goes on. Let's see if Lemieux doesn't quickly shell up and comes to try to exchange with David, but a lot of these guys have been, after a few short rounds, shelling up. Lemieux's never had a good jab, so not sure how he cuts the distance tonight. Might look to use his head movement a la Mike Tyson back in the day, but that's never really been in Lemieux's game that much. He does have a little bend down and comes up with his left hook, but again, that jab of Benavidez tonight should make it hard for him to even get in range to fire. Round 1 set to go. Benavidez has to continue to look impressive to get Jamal Charlo, Caleb Plant, or even Canelo down the line in the ring with him. There we go, round one, and we're off. Benavidez starts by circling to his left a little bit. Stepping over to his left is Benavidez, and Lemieux trying to get to the body early. Doubles up his jab and shoots a right hand to the body. David now holds his ground in the center of the ring, not stepping over anymore. Plants his feet, throws his first lead right hand. Lemieux getting his hands up to block it, and then a left hook blocked by Lemieux as well. Lemieux trying to get inside to the body, and Benavidez takes a couple of steps back using his height. Right hand to the body for Lemieux. Now Lemieux gets David on the ropes and throws a couple of big left hooks. Second left hook actually landed there for David Lemieux. Good jab to the body by Benavidez. Now straight right by Benavidez lands. Right hand to the body. A whipping right hand to the body for Benavidez on the outside lands. Lemieux coming back with the right hand to the body, but it's short. Lemieux trying to come over the top with David's hands held high with a right hand, but Benavidez blocking it. Left hook blocked by Lemieux, but you can hear it around the arena. Lemieux getting to the right hand to the body behind his jab. Got in a straight right to the body, did Lemieux there. Benavidez now shoots his jab downstairs. Just off of the left uppercut by Benavidez, and Lemieux steps in with a right hand after he misses that left uppercut. Now David against the ropes, and Lemieux pounds away a right hand against the guard. Benavidez stepping over, shoots his jab twice now. Shoots a jab to the body now. Lemieux letting his hands go on the inside, but David getting his hands up well there. Benavidez just off with a right hand as Lemieux opened up with his left. Good right hand to the body by Benavidez off a touch jab upstairs. Straight right to the body back by Lemieux, but more thunder on the right hand by Benavidez's body shot. Benavidez lands a little left hook as Lemieux steps in. Yeah, well, yeah. Lemieux. Good jab by Benavidez there. Lands left hook to the body by Benavidez. Benavidez counters with a right hand as Lemieux steps in. Now straight right hand by Benavidez lands. Benavidez misses a 1-2, but a couple of body shots by Lemieux as he steps in there. Benavidez with a right to the body off the jab. Left hook blocked by Lemieux. Now Benavidez shoots the jab after it. Big left hook by David Benavidez. Lemieux is hurt. Lemieux is hurt. Now David combos up top with those famous combinations he's known for. Left uppercut, left uppercut, left uppercut, right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand, left hand, right hand. And down goes Lemieux in round one. Or is that it? No, that's it for the round. Lemieux saved by the bell. But as Lemieux opened up with his lead hand, Benavidez able to land a hard left hook, and Lemieux was badly hurt. Lucky that the round was over when it was. Benavidez opened up with those Rogelio Medina combinations he's known for. Blistering left-right combinations. And big finish to the round there for David Benavidez. Lemieux may have been stopped that round if there was another minute in it, but he gets through it. And we're on to round two. Benavidez standing in the corner, not being seated. Lemieux getting looked at in the corner. Lemieux sitting in his corner. Benavidez standing in his, with his father waving that towel around. Round two set to start now, and it could be over in two if Benavidez can, if Lemieux hasn't recovered. That was a big left hook that started it all. No, Lemieux letting his hands go immediately in round two. Let's go of a big right hand and a left hook, but Benavidez gets his hand on the block. Big jab lands for Benavidez. Now Lemieux opening up on the inside. Big left hook by Lemieux, but Benavidez blocking it and coming back with a right hand. Right hand, left uppercut drops Lemieux. Lemieux is down in the second. That was a big left uppercut by David Benavidez. Lemieux showing courage, coming out winging it to start round two, but he got nailed with a left uppercut by Benavidez. Benavidez now, can he get the finish? Here we are. Lemieux up, right hand to the body by David Benavidez. Lemieux still showing courage, firing in there. Ooh, left hook to the body by Benavidez, but Lemieux staying inside, staying in range, letting his hands go, but Benavidez not getting hit, showing some good reflexes as he slips the right hand there. Left uppercut for Benavidez, left hook to the body, left uppercut up top lands for Benavidez, right uppercut lands for Benavidez, right uppercut again lands for Benavidez. Benavidez blocking what's coming back well. Good defense by Benavidez here in the second, catching everything. Lemieux showing real courage, keeping his nose in range and firing off. Lemieux against the ropes now. Benavidez, two heavy body shots and a straight right hand knocks Lemieux into the ropes. Lemieux almost landing a left hook as David moves in for the kill. Got to be careful. Left hand lands again for Benavidez. Short left hook lands for Benavidez. Left hook again, just off by Benavidez. Lemieux's face reddening. Right uppercut lands for Benavidez. Lemieux reeling back. Another left hand lands for Benavidez, but Lemieux showing a lot of heart, staying in there, letting go of his biggest shots. But Benavidez blocking or slipping him. Lemieux taking a beating now. Almost a southpaw left from Benavidez for a second there, but he's back in the orthodox and a right uppercut lands for Benavidez. Lemieux already bleeding. Busted up already in 2 rounds as Lemieux straight right hand lands for Benavidez. Blocking Lemieux's left hooks, blocking everything from Lemieux. Right uppercut short lands for David Benavidez. Lemieux banging away on Benavidez's gloves. A big left uppercut lands for Benavidez. And now a beautiful body shot and a combination to the head. Beautiful combinations by Benavidez. A jab knocks Lemieux's head up. What an offensive display by Benavidez right now in round 2. Lemieux jabbed again. Fires to Benavidez's body, showing a lot of courage, but eats a left hook up top. Benavidez blocking again. Oh, hard left hook to the body by Benavidez as Lemieux tries to just shell up. Another 2 left hooks for Benavidez and a right hand. Lemieux is bleeding badly already in the second round. Good, great round by Benavidez. 2 knockdowns in 2 rounds. No way that Lemieux makes it out of here unless he lands a bomb. But good reflexes by Benavidez too, not just showing the elite offensive prowess we know him for, but blocking everything coming back and showing the reflexes on that snap back with his head. Whenever Lemieux wings the right hand, it's good defense by Benavidez, not just the 2 knockdowns early on. Looking very, very, what's up, Albert? Looking disgusting offensively through 2 rounds. Uppercut is what did it. In this round, it was the left uppercut started it. Lemieux showing a lot of courage, but completely outgunned so far, and what's a mismatch through 2 rounds. All right, round 3. How much more of this can Lemieux take? Benavidez hasn't even truly needed to fight behind his jab tonight. Not that much. The power shots came early. 1-2 for Benavidez. Lemieux gets low to get away from it and clinches. Now they're 2 separated. 3 jabs from Lemieux trying to get in there. He hasn't lost any courage. Benavidez now knocks Lemieux's head back with a jab after setting it up with a body jab. Good jab from Lemieux now. Lemieux steps back in range, bangs away with the left hook, but Benavidez wisely blocking everything. Left hook to the body by Lemieux, but he eats a big jab right after it. Another jab for David. Some of those jabs are thrown like right hands, and it's a real shotgun jab David usually is throwing. Big left hook on the inside by Benavidez. Beautiful shot, but Lemieux ate it. Lemieux is not taking a step back, showing tons of courage. Big left hooks with David laying on the ropes by Lemieux, but Benavidez blocking him. Oh, Benavidez turning southpaw and landing left hands out of the southpaw. Then he switches orthodox again, lands the jab, and then big right hand to the body, left hand up top. Lemieux fighting out of the corner. Again, showing so much courage tonight is Lemieux. Left hook by Lemieux, but he eats a right hand. The left hook to the body got in for Lemieux, but he paid for it. And they're coming on the apron to stop this thing. That's it. Doctor comes on the apron, and that's it for Lemieux in the 3rd round. He was fighting through it, showing a lot of courage. He kept his nose in range all night, but Benavidez was seeing everything coming, catching everything on the gloves, and was just simply punishing Lemieux and making this the mismatch it ought to have been. 3 rounds for David Benavidez. He's probably going to have to fight another guy like this next time up, but let's see Charlo, Plant, Bivol, Beterbiev, or Canelo. This guy is absolutely dynamite, David Benavidez. Absolutely dynamite. Time to get these post-fight reactions. Keep it locked in live. It's time for us to get some interviews, and we'll also be in the post-fight press conference, so keep it locked in on FightHype. That was a fun 3 rounds to call. Thanks, guys.
That's kind of a shitty stoppage. Yeah, but terrible. The guy, you know,
it is what it is tonight. It's a mismatch, you know? It's a mismatch. Nothing he can do. It's a mismatch on paper, and it was a mismatch in real life. Oh, yeah. What's that, Martin? Huh? What's that? Okay. Just gonna see if the brother's walking around or something. See if someone. No, he said Martin's gonna take us once everything clears out.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate you.
I feel the same way.
Straight out one.
Oh, man. That's my favorite fighter, him and Boots. David Boots, those are my favorite fighters. That's what Sean the fan likes. Benavidez and Boots. It's rare to get a fighter. Oh, go ahead.
There's a lot of people, huh?
Yeah, it's rare to get a fighter that's fast, punches hard, and is fun to watch. You know? Benavidez. It's rare. Speed, power, and exciting. It's a rare combination. That's what they both got. Fast, punch hard, and they're fun to watch. Need to give that motherfucker a big fight already, man.
For real, huh?
Mike Tyson with the best.
Damn, I was right there.
All right, let's go.
For the lads.
Whose vlog is that?
Come
I'm so popping on TikTok. All right.
Fight, man. As soon as these last guys go, bro, then you can, for sure. Let me get the motivation. Hey, this is the one right here.
Yeah, I'm with it. Now, how do we get out of here? No exit over here.
I want to take a picture of you and that fighter.
All right.
Sorry.
Nice to meet you, man. All right.
Yeah. Jeremiah right here. Next one coming up.
Oh, sorry.
Quiet.
Next.
Great work.
Huh?
Great work.
Oh, they just need to put him in with the best, bro.
Hey, gotta stop running.
Oh, this not he might beat them all, bro. He's a bad motherfucker, man. He's a bad motherfucker.
All right, have a good one, bro.
Thank you, man. What's up, brother? How you doing? Headed to the post? What's up? Are you headed to the post?
Not yet, but I will be there though.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
catch up though. Yeah,
I'll catch you over there.
Yeah, let's just see if we have maybe we're sneaking it in.
Oh, yeah. Let me see Steven real quick. See what
Plan.
Jeff Coughlin might be.
Because he needs to move up. Si no es Canelo, es plan. Yeah, sí.
Steven, mind if I get a quick reaction to the fight? Would you talk real quick?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
I'll be quick.
I'll see you guys later. Okay.
Steven, 3 rounds tonight from David Benavidez. Is the only guy that can be competitive with him the Charlos, the Plants, the Canelos? You know what I mean?
Look, you got to give all the credit to Canelo in the division. He's the undisputed champion, but I mean, there's 2 guys at the head of the division, right now, and that's number 1, the undisputed champion, and really I think head and shoulders #1 contender is Benavidez. Now that's nothing against Plant, nothing against Charlo if he moves up. I mean, I think those are great fights, and who knows who wins. But right now on paper, you've got 1 and 1A. Those are the 2 guys who are the king of the division.
Steven, if you can, what's the chances he gets one of those marquee guys in 2022, or is it likely he'll have to face another guy of this caliber to finish out the year?
I don't think so. Look, I mean, obviously everybody wants the Canelo fight, but Canelo's got a lot of choices, got a lot of options. So if that's not going to happen, I don't see David or Caleb or Jamal. They're not going to sit around waiting. So look. You never know if you're going to get the Canelo fight, so you have to take the biggest fights. And if you hear David talk, that's what he says. So, look, Jamal tried to get a big fight with Munguia. He tried to get a big fight with Canelo. They're all trying to get big fights. So, take Canelo out of the mix. I think you see David getting a really big fight before the end of the year.
Lastly, Stephen, which one's the most realistic out of all the big names, you think?
I think all the PBC guys are makeable. Whether Plant wants an interim fight or not, or Jamal needs a fight at 168 to get it's sort of up in the air, but they're all doable fights. And look, the division's pretty top heavy. I mean, there are 5 or 6 guys who are really the cream of the crop. And so beyond that, I think those guys, you're going to have to see each other. I mean, to make a big fight in the division, there's only a handful of guys to do that.
Thank you, Stephen.
All right, you got it, bro.
Thanks, brother.
All right, bro. You're going to the yard, right?
Yeah, get some food. Hit me.
Hey, man. It's like Canelo, it's like
Yeah, bro. Yeah, for sure. My bad.
I'll watch all your videos.
Thank you,
every day.
Thank you.
wow.
Tag me on Instagram.
I will do. I will do. Appreciate you.
We'll follow back and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you,
man.
brother.
Appreciate
What was your
you.
name?
Gallo.
Alberto. Have a good one. Have a good one.
¿A dónde?
Everybody's got to start heading up. We got a lot of cleanup.
Yo lo sigo.
Everybody's got to head up, please. Guys, start heading up. Head to the exit. Step forward, backwards. Come on. Head to the exits, folks. No, you're not. Hey, Jose. Guys, start heading up, please. I need everybody to head to the exits. Hey. Get in here, big JR. Guys, start heading up, please. Start heading up, guys.
Hey, bro. Hit me on Instagram. Yeah.
We gotta get going. Let's go, fellas. Yeah. You got Jamel on there or what? Jamel, fuck Jamel, huh? Fuck Jamel. Fuck Jamel! Hey, Cole, that's the perfect man, Cole, man, right there. Brother, right there. That'll be fine. Hey, that's it right there. Brothers against brothers, bro. Get it. Hey, right here. Hey, brothers against brothers. Charlos against Benavidez right there. Do it. They ain't ready, bro. Ain't ready. I ain't ready, bro. Yo,
Jose, what'd you think of your brother tonight, man?
back in the ring, bro.
Be soon.
Hey, we're doing everybody out. Let's go, y'all.
What'd you think of your brother?
Oh, ya vas a comenzar tú, señor.
Everybody out, y'all.
Easy work. My brother trains hard, and that's what he does. Ready? That's West Side.
Hey, Jose, man.
West Side, guys, come on. Clearing everybody out, y'all. Keep sliding, guys. Get him out of the way. Last photo, right? We need to wrap this up, bud. We got to wrap it up, man. Hey, I'll be over there.
¿Quién sigue para tu carnal?
Que le meta.
Jose, y'all let the man get through. Let him get through.
El que quieran. Lo recibimos.
Big on the way, bro. He's got to get through, brother. He's got to get through.
Hey, Jose, from what you saw tonight, how many rounds does Plant go?
He won't last 4 rounds. Well, my brother's too strong, too fast. He knows how to cut the corner, cut the ring. I mean, easy work. All Caleb Plant does is talk. Ain't about shit. I've said it before, so.
How many
I gotta
rounds
catch
was
him later,
Charlo
man.
go?
Let the man go. We gotta get him out of here, man.
My brother took him out too easy. Like I said, it's.
Was anything better tonight, Jose?
Este vemos ya.
See him right now over there.
Yeah. Let's go to the post-fight.
Set this way, folks.
Get the Carvajal guy.
Oh, Michael Carvajal?
Yeah.
Heather, everybody this way.
Check him real quick.
Everybody this way.
Sam, cool fast about the fight real quick. Cool fast about the fight real quick.
18 minutes.
We're just doing one, right? That's it.
Just interested if you think that's the best guy he's ever fought between Golovkin and Saunders. And
All right.
we good?
You good?
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah.
Oh, are we good? All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us here in Glendale, Arizona. What a night, another special evening here in Arizona as he joins Elite Company. He becomes the fourth man in super middleweight history to become a three-time super middleweight champion of the world as he captures the interim WBC super middleweight championship of the world. A third round destruction over the likes of David Lemieux in front of a very excited and enthusiastic crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, 26-0, 23 knockouts. I don't just like watching this guy fight, I love watching him fight. He's must-see TV. Please welcome the champ is here, David and Bandera Roja Benavidez. David, how do you feel, David?
I feel good, man. You know what? I just want to take this time to thank God, thank Al Heyman, thank Samson Lukowicz. It's been a crazy ride, you know.
It's
been a crazy ride, you know. I've had a lot of ups and downs in my career, but you know, we've always maintained that hard work, and we always try to be as best as we can. And now get to pay off again, three-time world champion.
Also want to acknowledge your father. It's a family affair when it comes to the Benavidez family. Jose Benavidez Sr. Jose, what did you think of tonight's performance?
Well, you know, to be honest, man, every time we fight, this is the second time we fight here. I just feel so nervous, man. You know, I think we got to put up a show. And thank God David did put up a show, a good show. Super proud of him. Three-time world champion. You know, hard work pays off. We gone through so much. Nobody knows. Only us, you know. Yeah, just get even sentimental, you know, because it's a lot of hard work. And I'm super proud of him, to be honest. And I want to thank Sansom also, you know, that made all this possible. He's the one that made all this happen, you know, from the first belt, the second time, the third time. And I'm so proud. We have a team. I want to thank my team also. It's not just me. It's Poncho Ramirez, Javi, Carlos, all these guys, Nancy. I'm going to stop because I have so much people. It's not just me. Super proud, super happy to fight in front of our people. And I want to thank every and each of them. Thank you so much for being here.
Before I turned over to the media, Samson Lukowicz told me, David, when you were 18 years of age, before you made your Showtime debut in November of 2015, he said, I got somebody special. I got my next world champion. Three-time super middleweight champion of the world. Lo and behold, you remain undefeated. Now we're going to turn it over. Kelly Swanson has, and we are going to dictate questions from the media here in attendance in Glendale. If you have questions, raise your hand, and we will pass along the microphone.
Right here in the front. Go ahead.
Thanks, Kelly. David, congrats on the third round knockout. What message do you think this sent to Charlo, Plant, and Canelo, and do you realistically think any of them will get in the ring in this year?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like if they don't, that puts a lot of pressure on them. You know, them guys trying to talk this big talk, like everybody's scared of them. But, you know, I'm right here. I'm trying to get the fights for everybody. But if I don't get the fights, well, I'm going to be trying to get the next best thing, you know. And if I can't get those, I mean, I'm interim title holder now, you know, so they're going to be missing out on a big opportunity. If they really believe in them skills, put that all on the line. You know, I'm willing to do it. But what really makes me happy and what motivates me a lot is that I can bring 10,000 people into the stadium. You know, it's crazy. They all came to see me, and they all, you know, they love what they've seen. They all left excited, happy, and they'll definitely come back to another fight. So that's what means a lot to me. You know, I'm able to give the fans, the fights that they want to see and the action that they want to see.
David, congratulations on a terrific win. I know you keep calling out all the big names. Without becoming like a complete heel, do you plan on like literally turning up to their fights to challenge these guys in person?
I mean, if that's what needs to be done, I mean, I'm not really that type of person to do stuff like that, but if I got to do it, then I'm going to do it, you know, so we'll see what happens. But I think we're really close to making these fights happen. I think Caleb Plant and Charlo will probably be possible by the end of this year, so I'm looking forward to the end of the year.
Very cool. And I know this has been a very, very long camp for you. The dates kept changing. How soon would you like to come back in? And Jose, if you want to answer as well.
Well, you know what? We had a long camp. This was the longest camp we ever had, 5 months, you know, staying away from my grandson, his son. But that's a big motivation to David. You know, I think he does everything for his son and his family. I see him change, mature a lot, and he's super hungry. He's a Mexican monster, you know. But, you know, our job is to train, get ready for whatever our promoter and our manager, our promoter and our company, you know, they're the ones that decide. It's their job to put the fights together. I would love to fight Charlo, Caleb Plant, whoever is in there, you know. We're ready.
Back there.
Hey David, congratulations on your victory. Ryan O'Hara here with NewYorkFights.com. You know, obviously Canelo lost to people. His plan was to, you know, fight Gennady Golovkin and, you know, for the undisputed title. Do you feel like that you deserve that fight more than Gennady Golovkin at this point?
I mean, I feel like I was the #1 contender already when I had won the title eliminator. Now I won the interim title. You know, so basically it's 2 fights I had to be. I was the #1 contender. I was supposed to be the one who fights Canelo, so I definitely do feel like I deserve it. You know, I put the work in. I beat the challenges and the obstacles that they said that I had to do to get to the world champion, and I still haven't received the fight, so I definitely do think I deserve that fight.
Are you willing to go as far as speak to Maurice Silwan to try to, try to promote yourself and push that fight?
I mean, we've spoken to him already, but if we have to speak to him again, you know, we definitely, you know, I'll let Samson Lukowicz take care of that. You know, he's a Picasso in boxing, as we say, so we'll let him take care of that.
Hey, let me put it this way for everybody. To be 100%, what I'm saying is precisely the truth. And I want everybody to put that on black and white. We have 3 options for November. One is Plan, the second one is Morel, and the third one is Charlo. It's no other way. Canelo doesn't happen. So don't continue fantasize, all of you, on Canelo. It will not take a step ahead to fight the real champion, the champion of the people. So let's not talk anymore about Canelo. Doesn't exist. And he looks so bad that I don't believe he come back. Maybe we'll take a 40-year-old man. But besides that, he will not do nothing else. So please, don't talk anymore about Canelo. It doesn't happen. And it will never happen, most likely. So these 3 guys that they deserve to fight. I imagine that Plan is the best one because he have a personal Mandela between for a long time. So if he really want the fight, he'll be ready for Plan. For Morel, that he talk too much. Well, he's Cuban, he like to talk, you know. and Charlo. Charlo deserves to make a decision that will be the hard one to make, but it's a real pay-per-view. So let's not talk anymore about Canelo, please. Thank you.
David, this is Johnny from All Around Boxing. Again, a second show here in Arizona. Thank you for coming back. Not only showcasing your skills and showing love to these Arizona fighters, but also inspiring a lot of kids here, seeing you, holding your son up in the ring. Now, Jose, you talked about a little bit about the pressure. What I want to know is how are you and David handling the pressure when you guys get here to the States? Because you were talking about, you're to Arizona, because you were talking about that when you fight here, you're a little nervous.
Well, I'll put it to you this way: I haven't slept for 5 months. You know, to be honest, any little injury and everything, man. But this is what I love, and I will do it again. It's super hard. People think it's super easy, but I'm super proud of what Jose Benavidez Jr. has done, David has done. Now we have Rayo Valenzuela, Diego Pacheco. Man, I'm in heaven. I think I'm also on a dream, that I don't want to wake up. I got a beautiful family. I got my kids, and I just want to go back Monday. I'm start training again, and hopefully we can give you guys good fights. But it's super hard. A lot of sacrifice, a lot of tears. He can tell you, we cried together. I mean, there's so many obstacles that we got to go through, and that's what makes him the Mexican monster, because of all these things that we go through. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
I mean, I don't think there's any pressure at all. I mean, I came here, I knew what my job was. I don't let anything distract me. I look at the bigger picture. The third title was the bigger picture, and I feel like for me, it's just, like I said, it's a dream come true coming back and fighting for a title in my home city, Phoenix, Arizona. I grew up here, I used to be right here with these little kids. I used to be at the gym all day with my dad all day, and we struggled here too. So for me to come back to the city, knowing that other kids go through the same thing I went through when I was a little kid, because Phoenix, Arizona is not an easy place to come out from. But if I could show them that I did it, it really motivates me a lot that, they could probably go and get it for themselves.
Over here.
David, when you left Phoenix and you became a star,
Put it the mic to your mouth. Thank you.
When you left Phoenix and then you became a star, you really didn't have the hometown base. Are you surprised how much the city has warmed up to you? I mean, you do a huge crowd back in November at the downtown arena, another huge crowd tonight. It's like you never left.
No, I'm not surprised. I knew that it was going to be this type of crowd. I just had to prove to the people, you know what, just because I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, doesn't mean I'm going to get supported by everybody. I got to, do something that the people like to see. I got to box a certain type of way so the people come to support me. I think if I box a different type of way, I don't think I have as much support as I have. But because I'm in there, I'm hungry. I want to go in there. I want to get the knockouts every single fight, and I'm trying to hurt the person I'm fighting every single round. I think that attracts the people, and that's why I feel like the people gravitate towards me so much, because I represent the city and I put it on my back. And like I'm saying, I'm just so proud to be from Phoenix, Arizona.
David right here, Adriana with ABN Sports. Congratulations on a great victory tonight. David, do you believe that you are the best 168-pounder? You just need those fights to happen to be able to just prove it to everyone.
Yeah, I definitely feel I'm the best super middleweight in the world. I'm not going to take no for an answer. People say this and that, but at the end of the day, these people that talk a lot, they haven't fought me. They haven't seen me. They haven't seen what I can do. I know what I'm capable of, and I know